Calhoun, past district governor, 36-0. Henry, when did you first become a Lion?
I joined the Lions Club in 1976, 1 month before my daughter was born. So it's 47 years ago.
Wow. And why the Lions Club?
I was looking, I was a teacher, and I was looking for a way to meet other people. And so I had been looking at several different options. And one of the principals at the school district I was teaching in said, would you like to join a service club, the Lions Club? And I said, well, I was looking for something to do and meet new people. So sure, let me go. And so I was one of those folks who was asked once, and I knew exactly that that was the fit that I wanted. And so after one visitation, I joined.
Cool. You already mentioned how long you've been a Lions member. What was your occupation? Education?
I was educator. I also, I was that for 27 years, interrupted with a 10-year of having a business of my own, which happened to be automotive radiator service. That's how I worked my way through college. And so I had an intervention there, and at which time I was a Lions member, and it did allow me some extra time to get involved in district Lionism at that point, very much so. Zone chair, did quite a few different Leo chairs, for different district governors back in the 80s.
Nice. What significant memory, fundraiser, or special project are you willing to share with us?
Well, one of the things, you know, when did you join and when did you become a Lion? Probably one of the things that really was important to me was going to convention. And back then we had midwinter convention and multiple district convention. And I went to the midwinter convention first and was learning how to be learn how to be a zone chairman, I think was the first time, or president. And then went to the convention, and they had this parade of checks. And when it raised well over $20,000 in the parade of checks, I realized that this was something much bigger than just a local Lions Club, and it was doing a lot more than simply doing things for people in my community, but the community was much larger than where I lived. And that really made me decide that this is something that I should really be involved in.
What offices have you held during your years as a Lions member?
I have held, I've been all the offices that are local. I've been started off as a lion tamer, went to all the offices. I was secretary, I was treasurer, I was president 3 different times, treasurer twice, and secretary once. And sight and hearing chair, that was one of the big ones for me as well. And I was sight and hearing chair for something like in 2 different stints, probably 18 years.
Wow.
As sight and hearing chair. Over the years, just the number of people we helped. One of the big ones, since I was in education, I was actually working with elementary kids, was flags for first graders. And I was chair for that for quite a few years. And that was really fantastic. And then the latest one that I'm currently still involved in is doing vision screenings in schools. And our particular club in St. Helens, we screen at Rainier School because they don't have a Lions Club. We screen at Scappoose because they don't have a Lions Club, and in St. Helens, and we do all the schools in all 3 of those locations.
Wow. How big is your club?
Our club right now is 32. And one of the wonderful things about our club is the nuclear club itself, we have a branch club, so that's part of it. But our regular club, about 90% of the members of our club has 100% attendance every year.
Wow.
So most of them enjoy the camaraderie, but we also have a huge number of projects. And I don't think there's anyone probably in our club that doesn't have at least 2 to 3 projects a month, other than dinner meetings. So there are dinner meetings, but we're out cleaning up. We're doing quite a few things related to environmental, collecting plastics. Our club has over 36 park benches. It takes 500 pounds of plastic to do one park bench, but we've had over 36 in the areas that we serve and have donated to. And when we're only allowed 2 per year, it doesn't mean we've been doing it that long, but we partner with other groups, with schools, with other parks, recreation, and we do the collecting, we do the paperwork and everything, and they have to turn it in so that they get it. Then we put it together and take it out. So,
nice. What special awards, presidential awards, Melvin Jones, Norman Ross, those kinds of things have you garnered over the years?
Well, I can't tell you all of them. I've gotten a lot. I have 2 Melvin Jones. One was given to me by my club. The other one I purchased myself. I've had 2 Helen Kellers, and once again, one was given to me, and when I am a Pride donor, which recurring every month donate. I have been a zone chair 2 different times. I've been Leo chair for 2 years. I've been global leadership team chair for my district. And I have had presidential awards, appreciation. And the thing I can say about those is when I get them, they're very important to me. I value them very much, but I didn't do anything to get them. I mean, it was something that was an honor to have, but there wasn't anything that I did so that I would get them. I was Oregon Light, Sight, and Hearing Foundation chair for 2 years. I've been volunteer of the year for the Oregon Light, Sight, and Hearing Foundation. Multiple district winner for that. So that is a very important part of my Lions experience, is the Oregon Lion Sight and Hearing Foundation, and still is.
Yeah. What words of wisdom would you like to pass on to younger Lions members?
I would just simply say that Lions is something that keeps on giving. My dad was never a Lion, but always was giving. Service was very important to him. And so he served from the time he was a kid. Some of the stories he told me till the day he died, and his service was over. I'm looking at service as far as Lions, and it's something that I started doing at a fairly young age in Lions, but lived through where we were 100 years old. And it's not that I do all the serving, but it's a process of helping others to serve. And so the legacy isn't important for me to have the legacy. It's that Lions have made their community a better place to live for over 100 years now, and hopefully will be for over another 100 years. It's something that if you're doing it, it'll continue. And so it needs to continue to happen.
And then last, how would you like to be remembered after you've passed on?
I want people to remember that I cared, that I was in present when I was around people and supported them. And I think that serving the community is just the way that that I am built, and it's very important to serve others, and that's from my church upbringing, and through Lions is an outreach from that. And so I wanted people to say that I made a difference for them and help them.
Thanks, Hank.
Yeah.